before we get started, just out of curiosity, I'd like to know, I want you to say, my name is, and I'd like to, by the end of the session, okay? My name is, and what would you like to get from this presentation, okay?
Okay.
All right.
My name is Joanne Santiago, and by the end of the session, I'd like to set a date for my next event.
Oh, okay. All right.
My name is Susan Jacob. Thank you for being here and sharing whatever you have to share with us today. What I'd like to get today is whatever you have that you can share with us that I can take into my business.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Let's give it up for the two volunteers. My name is Queenella Gibson. I'm a licensed realtor here in New Jersey. And what I'd like to do is open the mind of someone here that is sitting on a gift or a talent and you have yet to share it with the world. Someone here is feeling empty. Maybe there's a void. You stepped into real estate and you feel like that's all you had to do was be a realtor. Someone may be really great at caring for others. You may be a great therapist, or maybe you like to, paint, sing, dance. For those of you know, some of you know I do sing sometimes from time to time. Never let go of what burns inside of you, because then you'll die. You'll die. And with the recession that's approaching, feels like we're in one already, it's best that you continue to be yourself and figure out other ways to leverage this market, because what we're doing, we're just working with people, okay? We're dealing with people, and people are in need of information. No one wants to be forced into anything. They want to be led, and the only way to lead someone is to give them something that they need and their heart desires. That's gonna make them feel like they're themselves. So I am going to begin this presentation, and I hope that what you see here, she's doing an event. She said for her next event, I do events as well. Never feel like, because someone else is doing it, that you can't too, okay? Let's get it.
So, and I build my ladies up, because that's not, that is also my competitor. She's a realtor from Remax, I'm a realtor at Coldwell Banker, but I gave her the stage. You know what I'm saying? When you worry less about what people are doing, you worry less about the competition, and you focus on whatever talent or skill or gift you have, and you channeling wholeheartedly on that, I can really tell. Like, I did this with the help of my competitors. Think about it.
So this event, So this event was one event that I did, and I decided to not do it alone. I had realtors from Remax. I had most of the realtors that were there. There were 3 others. They were from Coldwell Banker. And everyone was saying to me, Queen, why are you working with other realtors? What's wrong with you? I'm like, listen, what's for me will be for me. If someone has a talent that I see and it's in them, I want to use it. If you're gifted, you're great with hospitality. One was a flight attendant before at United. So let's work, because I feel like you'd be a great person to manage the crowd, to greet people, to welcome them in. So how about we partner up and we do something big? And another one, Natasha, I don't know if she's here, she said to me, she was like, yeah, in the past, I used to do event planning. And I said, oh, really? I need you. I need you, because what I did before were free seminars, and it was pretty basic. It was never nothing as impactful as this. And here is an event that I was charging people to attend. So there are 3 basic steps that I followed, and it worked for me. First, I had to plan. Then I needed to organize everything and make it happen. I needed to make it happen. So what's the plan? Queen, you need to get these ideas out of your head. Sometimes we have so much going on in our minds, if we don't put it on paper, it'll stress us out, or it'll consume us. It'll take most of our day. So I had to really lay out, what would this event look like from start to finish. I know I want it to last, 3-4 hours. So let me line everything up. And in that order, I needed to know what day it would be, what time it would start, would parking be available. And I wrote everything down. And this is what you would call an itinerary. And this itinerary I shared with people that I thought would be interested in my vision. I gave them an idea of placement where they would come in to speak, or if they were a host or an MC, just placement and how active they'd be able to have that exposure for however long. So that was my plan. I shared it out to a few people, and some believed. Some didn't, but most did. This is how I prepared. I needed a contact list of all the parties that were involved. I needed a photographer, videographer, which I have today. I needed to book a DJ. Me, I love music. I feel like even today, if I knew there wasn't gonna be a DJ mic, I would have hired one. I love music. I just feel like it keeps the energy going. Any dead space, you hear something in the background. So I love entertainment. I'm not gonna say in the past because I kind of still do it today. Before real estate, I was a singer. I would do weddings. I wrote songs of my own. I wrote music for some of the tunes we hear on the radio. I would submit content. I would submit lyrics to, possibly be on an album. That's what I did. So I was surrounded by music every day. I would be in the studio till 3 a.m. So all I know is music. And to walk away from music into real estate, which is everyone is what I thought, I could be wrong, but what I thought coming in 2017, that everything was so stiff. You walk into an open house, you received information on the property, you walk through the home and you left. I'm the girl that hires a DJ when they come out. I have a DJ that comes out to the open house. And when you come in, it's an experience, okay? There are other things that I needed to, separate for the greeter, such as raffle prizes. I wanted to do a raffle prize today, but I said no. Today we're limited, so I'm not going to do it. But I love to get people excited. So this is what this event was all about, and it needed to be planned out as it were in my head. Now, you want to think outside the box. Shout out to Women's Council of Realtors. We're always thinking outside of the box. We did breast cancer awareness for October, but we always think it's for women. Men get breast cancer too. So this is an event that we had live on Zoom, which again, it's different. It makes people stop and want to read more about, because the last thing you would expect is to see a man on a flyer when it relates to breast cancer. Then Realtors Got Talent. Again, we love music. So why not, if we have talent on the board, why not bring other talented people to come out and join us? This event is actually December 1st for anyone that's interested. You can scan the QR code and purchase your ticket. We'd love to see you there. That's a nice plug-in right there. But you want to think outside the box. What's going to grab people's attention? What will make people want to come out? This Realtors Got Talent event, you are not limited. You can bring your family and friends. It's not just for realtors only. Thinking outside the box again.
6 p.m. will be a live demonstration on how to make home-made skincare products for the pet care collection. We also have people who will be demonstrating or giving a presentation on parsley and how to use Toro to raise capital as well. Make sure you're there. Tickets are available on Eventbrite. My name is Queenella Gibson, your New Jersey realtor. I look forward to seeing you there.
So this event, I wanted to encourage people to to join us on Zoom. We did a live demonstration on how to make skincare, which was charcoal soap that you can make at home. I also gave him an idea and said, hey, let's do sipping soap. Imagine, going out to an event and let's say it's February, it's Valentine's Day, and you're making heart-shaped soaps with your children while they're drinking orange juice or apple juice and you're sipping on your wine. It's a great idea, and it's thinking outside the box. Many people attended because the idea of investing is awesome. You get the tools, you get the information, but you still don't have the resources. So we decided to share ways to create things at home to sell and gain or raise capital to invest, if not in real estate, just in anything. And then Toro was another way to use your vehicle. You can pay off your car note that way, but it's being used for those of you with luxury cars. We explained how you can raise capital that way through your vehicles. And again, this is something that got their attention because it's not common that you see it. Most people are just saying, buy, sell, why rent, why rent, why rent? Well, maybe they don't have the equity, they don't have the savings to do it, and we have to show them how. So you want to be organized. That was a challenge for me. I learned a lot doing this. You want to be organized. One thing I'm great at is building an online presence. So this video you see on the side, instead of just posting a business card, I decided to do a video. Video is very, it grabs the attention of your audience. It keeps them engaged. And I don't know, it's more appealing to the eye than to see a still image, unless you're like really hot and you're, you can grab attention that way. But you want to build an online presence. It's very important that you network. I'm sure everyone sitting in this room is sitting next to someone that they know. It would be nice to sit with a stranger and to figure out what is it that you have and that I may have, and there can be an exchange. And maybe it can help me grow my business, or there can be some sort of personal development just by knowing you. So never be afraid to network and meet new people. You want to build an event team. Never think you can do it alone. I thought I could. I made the attempt to, and it just did not work. It was very overwhelming. Have a purpose. What is the purpose of doing it? You don't want to just put an event together just to get in front of people. What is the purpose? What is the action? What is your call to action in the end? And then work backwards. You want to seek talent, seek speakers. Don't try to be the star alone. Try to find someone else that maybe people, they want to see you, of course, but maybe, you know, your audience would like for you to book someone that they could never get their hands on any other day. You want to secure a venue. I would suggest you secure the venue first and then work backwards. Once you know all of your expenses, you know your budget, you know the date that's available, you can then know what to price tickets, you know how to price tickets, you know how many sponsors you'll need to cover all of the expenses, which is where I'm going with the secure sponsorships. You know what it is that you're offering your sponsors as well. If I'm able to hand that itinerary over and let them know, hey, there's going to be a DJ, we're going to be at this location this time, and it ends at this time. And, you know, we're going to do raffle prizes, and you'll have, 15 minutes to speak. You're able to, share the vision, and it's believable because everything is organized. You seem to be well established and ready to go. They'll participate. Have a marketing plan. Save the date flyer. Put that out as soon as you have the idea. If you don't have the speakers lined up, get the message out. I learned from, you think about in real estate, we have to track our performance, right? If I know I sent out 100 letters and 2 people respond, then maybe every 100 letters, I'll get 2, and then I could predict what my next year will be. So with the seminars, I realized when I release a flyer within a certain amount of time, and I'm pushing it every day, I'm running Instagram ads, $5 a day, I'm contacting my sphere, I'm doing an email blast, I can expect a certain number of people to show up. All right, and then based on the amount of people that register, I can expect 40 to 50% to actually attend on free events. And I know these things, everyone's numbers will be different, like in real estate. I know these things because I am also tracking what I'm doing with my events as I would my business, my real estate business. You want to have it on Eventbrite, marketing items, a promo video. Now, the promo videos, I'll talk about that a little later. You put out a video, that's all you can, just put it out with your phone. But I honestly feel like the low budget videos, it's not needed. When you're asking people for money, you have to do a little bit more investing in yourself. So plan, organize, and delegate. This is why I said I struggled a bit, because the event, the venue, marketing, advertisement, volunteers, and so forth, so on, I should have had a person assigned to each responsibility. Instead, I took it all. Took it all. Now, I did have a team to back me. They were more like an advisory board. But had I delegated more for my first event, I think I would have enjoyed it more. You don't want to burn yourself out. You want to be able to, oversee things, bird's eye view, and say, okay, listen, what's this saying about an elephant? If you're too close to the elephant, you can't see the whole elephant or something. I don't know. There's a saying. There's some saying. I was trying to be clever up here just now. But there's no way you can put out a fire if you're in the fire. So I was constantly involved in everything, and I would not allow anyone else to really get involved, because to me, it's my baby. I feel like only I can care for it. But you want to delegate. You want to have everything that is a responsibility assigned to someone else, and you manage it all. All right? So here's what I mean about a promo video and why people will show up if it's believable. You want high quality videos.
Stop what you're doing. I have some exciting news to share with you. Okay? 1 second. We are going live on Zoom November 2nd to show you ways to raise capital for real estate. And one of those ways, Jimmy, you want to tell them what they can expect?
Yes, thank you, Blue.
You notice all of the animation that's going on. This is what really grabs people's attention. It keeps them watching. Because if not, I'll keep scrolling. Right? I'll keep scrolling. So if you're doing something with your phone, everyone's using their phones. If you're not adding animations, and you're not having fun and being more yourself, they're just going to keep going, keep scrolling. So be yourself and add a little humor if you must.
So get your tickets. They're on Eventbrite. It's live. We're going to be doing raffle prizes. Yes. We're going to have food. Yes. A lot of, well, get there early. Yeah.
So everyone knows I love to eat. Yeah, so be yourself. It's great to have a script, but listen, just be you.
My name is Queenella Gibson. I am a licensed realtor. I am Kendall Kaluga. I'm a licensed financial coach. On November 12th, Saturday at 2 p.m., we are hosting a free event. We call it the Real Estate and Finance. Yes. And again, this event is absolutely free.
You have to give before you get. Before that big event that I did where I charged people to attend, I did free seminars. I did free seminars almost every month, and I built my audience. People love to work with people they know, like, and trust, right? So I built a community through these events that I did. I never did it alone, ever. I brought on different professionals to speak. I didn't have to worry about knowing who to talk to about mortgages or who to talk to about the legalities of real estate. And then you have to make it happen. Whatever that vision it is that you have, when you decide to plan, there's so many times we put things together, we plan it, and then we put it to the side, and we never visit it again. Make it happen. Make it happen. You want to figure out what is there, you think about the people that you serve. Is there a pain? Is there a pain? Identify a problem or a need, and do you have a prescription for it? What resources do you have to help? Who has the solutions, the strategies, or tools to assist, provide value? If I am working with a professional that cannot do anything for the people that I serve, I will not bring you on just because you're saying, Queen, I'll be a sponsor. You have nothing to share. You have nothing to give. I would rather you not speak and then the audience feels like it wasn't worth their time. How many people have been to an event and was like, why did I show up? Why did I get here? Show of hands. I hope that's not the case today. You do not want to give that experience. So make sure you target your audience and give them the experience that you created, something that you know you would enjoy and they would enjoy as well. And then always ask for feedback. Me, I love to know what your thoughts are because it's only gonna make me better. I try my best. Like sometimes I'll look at the comments, the feedback and say, she don't know what she's talking about. I did this, I did that, what does she mean? And then I'll meditate it on some more and say, okay, I see what she's saying. But it's best to follow these steps, okay? You wanna think of the pain. Do you have a prescription? Target, who are you targeting? And build the experience around them. And then always ask for feedback. This is the first seminar I did, November 13, 2021, and we had a full house. Jimmy Joseph from Guaranteed Rate was one of our speakers there, and it was a great experience. That same day, we had a second session, and only one person showed up. Now, I've heard many people say, well, what if only one person shows up? Then it's gonna be awkward. No, what we did, we sat the man with his child in the middle of the room, and we all surround him. And we talked to him. And then he started to pour into us and let us know he drove 2 hours from home, and his situation was very unique. He really wanted to provide for his family, but just didn't know how. And we were able to talk. The environment was so comfortable where he felt safe to explain what was happening in his life and the type of help he needed. And we were able to find a prescription to his pain. So regardless if it's a full house or if it's one person, you hear it all the time, quality over quantity. So 100 people can show up and no one received anything or you didn't get any business from it, but that one person could come in and you just changed their life and now they're telling the world about you. The experience. So are you dancing? That's your tune? It's all about the experience. When I'm closing a home, you are a client, I am professional, but I will mirror you. If you want to dance and kick your feet up, I will dance and kick my feet up right along with you. It's all about the experience. The experience, you want to give advice. They want to feel supported. They want to feel like you care. There's quality in the information you're sharing and the venue and everything that you're providing, the competence, the help, the satisfaction, the service. You want to check off all of these things when you're factoring the experience that your customers, your clients will have. This past Saturday, that's exactly what we did. And they say if you don't capture the moment with photos or videos, it didn't happen. So I encourage you to hire someone to take pictures, to do videos of your events if you decide to do them. I encourage you all to. And if you look, the two at the front were very happy, and I'm sure I'll be getting great feedback from them. But that's what it is all about. It is all about the experience. Remember, it's the experience. You don't know who walks in the room and what they're going through at home. I think sometimes we as realtors, we forget we're dealing with people. And we all have problems. We are all fighting demons. Some people weren't able to get out of bed today, but they're here for a reason. Because they felt like, Queen, maybe what I'm going through, you have a solution for. And imagine someone walking in and walking out feeling hopeless. Feeling like someone overlooked me, I wasn't seen, I wasn't heard, and they did not take the time to hear me. The only thing she did was say, hey, I'm the best realtor in town. Hey, you gotta work with me. I've sold 5 homes in your neighborhood. You know, don't make it about you all the time. It's about serving people. And I say that all the time. Real estate to me is more than real estate, it's a ministry. Catering to the needs of other people. That's what we're doing. We're dealing with people, and people have real problems. With us going into a recession, possibly in one now, you keep that top of mind that you're dealing with people with needs. Figure out what that need is, ask the right questions, and once you learn who they are, you'll be able to address them properly. And that's a better way to connect and keep those relationships, and the rewards will come.
She traveled all the way from New York City, ran this starring, and she took this free buyer's class because of the I'm gonna start buying houses. You say at home, you're buying houses. Yeah, so this is all of this is what determination is all about. You gotta get out there, you gotta find out what it is that you really want to do and go out there. Don't let anything get you. Not even the lady train. No, nothing. Thanks for coming. Thank you so much.
So just what I said before, it's not about you. Make someone else a star. Let them tell their story, and that warm embrace could have meant the world to her. This is just showing that I was speaking at the event, but the entire time, I really allowed the audience to run the show. They took over with Q&As, and honestly, we put together events, and we want to give information, but we don't really know why people were here. So it's best, I encourage you to always do a Q&A. Find out what information that they need that you haven't covered. Okay, so it's best to keep that engagement with your audience. Even the online experience. So I'll be doing a buyer seminar online in December because of the weather, so I'm not sure if people will attend, but I won't stop there. Some people are looking forward to it. So in December, I will be doing a seminar, but I also have an itinerary for that as well. To know exactly, so there's order, and my message gets across to the right people, and then I'm breaking it up. So December 2nd will be a first-time home buyer's guide. December 5th, are you ready? Guest speaker loan officer. December 9th, buying your first investment property. Guest speaker investor. And I'm able to show people what to expect and something to look forward to. And then again, making it about them. I'm excited to spend time with you to help you and your family, your friends understand the home buying process. We'll show you how. We are ready to answer all of your questions and address any concerns. Make it about the people and less about yourself. They'll figure that out along the way.
Peace and blessings manifest with every lesson learned. If your knowledge were your wealth, then it would be well earned. If we are made in His image, then call us by our names. Most intellects do not believe in God, but the fear is just the same. On and on and on and on. It's all about the experience. Thank you. So,
Thank you. So again, I talked about using all your talents. I sing at some of my events. But the song has a message. And I do write a script to prepare myself for that message. But when I go up there, I do my best to just, stick to the script, but give them something of value. Again, people want to be seen. They want to be heard and understood. We hate to be forced in any direction, but love to be led. Be the leaders people want to follow. You set the tone. You create that atmosphere. Be motivational and always inspire.
thank you so much. I swear, like, because people don't pour into me like that. A lot of this stuff I gotta figure out on my own. So, thank you so much. Definitely a value, so. Thank you.
So that was me being a crybaby. You want to have the courage to be vulnerable. We don't have to be strong all the time, especially when we're talking to our peers. This person that I was talking to is MG the Mortgage Guy. I don't know if any one of you are familiar with him. He is an amazing man and has a huge platform. His network is a network I'd love to be a part of. And what I did was I took a chance online and I said, you know what, the worst that could happen is he'll say no. But I look up to this man, I respect this man, and he does seem like someone that no one can reach, no one can touch. But me and my friends, my peers, we all would love to see him. The issue is, he's never in New Jersey. He's always in Atlanta, Europe, overseas. He's never within reach. And ticket prices to see him, they're between $300 to like $3,000. And it's just, in my opinion, it doesn't make sense. I don't love you that much. I don't love you that much. So I said, okay, with this lineup that's here, how could I get every last one of these individuals to come to New Jersey and I don't pay a dime? I have some friends that would pay to see him. So why not make him a speaker? I also had Flippin' NJ, who is Caesar. I don't know if you all are familiar with him. He's with DJ Envy. They're coming out with a show. I forget which network, but it's through 50 Cent. And for me, it's about relationships. So I thought, hey, if I can get him on, and I think ticket prices, regardless of what it is, people will buy them because of the value I'm bringing to this event. And that's exactly what happened. Having that opportunity, there's so many things that occurred from me hosting this event. I was able to build meaningful relationships, not only with the guests that attended, but also the panel, all right? The speakers, the sponsors. I was able to stay current with the trends by learning from these speakers. I was able to connect with influencers, and in turn, I was able to target an audience. And then give fresh ideas and solutions about my business, which is why I was crying, because the entire time he kept pouring into me. So I paid nothing. This was people that really saw the value in this event, and they poured into pretty much me in exchange for me meeting the needs of the people. So as I stated earlier, the rewards will come. Feedback is always needed. I always ask for feedback. I always want to know, how well am I doing? Did you enjoy the speakers? What events or what improvements can I make, or what would you like to hear in the future? So always ask simple questions. There's a site that through Constant Contact. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Constant Contact. You can create a survey form through Constant Contact. If you're not signed up with Constant Contact, I think they have a 14-day trial. Browse through that. This is really what I use to connect with people and to create forms or even landing page to get this information. All right, and the goal is to be excellent, be perfect, but that's not gonna always be the case. I'll take a 4-star, if not a 5. But I think your performance, where improvements are needed when you start to see the 3s or anything below. So like real estate, the goal is to always excel. So I'll tell you a story. I have a mentee who was in Connecticut, and she was terrified. She said, Queen, I want to do a buyer seminar, but I'm not sure where to start, what to do. And she doubted herself the entire time. She said, I don't know anyone. The only people I know is the people in my household. This is the result of her buyer seminar, following the same formulas that I use for my seminars to get people to come out. This she did alone and called me and said, Queen, people just kept coming. I didn't bring enough food. People didn't register. That happens. I told her I would rather you not have enough seats and people are trying to figure out a way to get in and they will not miss the next event than to not have done it at all. All right, so always make it happen. And then this is her with her friend in the end celebrating, because this is something she did not expect. Oftentimes we do events and we think, all right, it's probably just gonna be nothing. No one will be moved by it. It's not gonna, have an impact in any way. So let me just push that to the side. Make it happen. You never know what will come from it. You never know. Like I said, someone's sitting on a talent, on a gift that no one knows about. But if you were to shine light on that, it'll be fulfilling to you, and then you never know who needs it. I want everyone to do me a favor. I want you to put your hand on your heart. And this is what I do every morning. All right? I want you to say to yourself, all right? Because it's not who's going to let me, it's who's going to stop me. I want you to say, I'm stepping into my desired position without permission because I belong here. Say it again. I'm stepping into my desired position without permission because I belong here. Thank you for your time. We rise by lifting others. As I said, I love feedback. Please text to this number, feedback, the word feedback, 877-378-5248. Text feedback, and please, I'd love to know your thoughts about this presentation. Again, I hope you're inspired to do more, to grow, and to help others. Have a wonderful day.